Hello and hello. Thank you so much for joining me today. I just got done recording another video and then I remembered at the very end of it, oh shit, it's Friday. I'm supposed to be reacting to memes. So I guess I'm gonna upload that one next week. It was a spicy one too. It was about that American guy that got cut in the face. Anyway, top meme this week, guys. At that moment, I was truly disappointed for the first time in my life. And it's this thing that I've seen referenced before on like German memes. I guess you guys had these in school. I think you jump on them. I guess they were underwhelming. Wouldn't like a gymnast use that potentially to do a flip or something? I don't know. You could leave that out. It would have no effect, and there's one in every school. Whoever sells them is a genius. Just because you don't notice the effect until 30 years later doesn't mean it has no effect. The thing protects joints, bones, muscles, tendons, etc. So what are you guys doing on them? I mean, I'm sure you're jumping on them, but what are you doing after you jump on them? You're doing a flip. And I mean, I'm still thinking about, he says he's a genius, you know, because every school has one. And I'm just thinking, well, how much does that cost? Like, yeah, I'm sure he made some money, but what does this thing really cost? Like maybe you sell that for $300? How many schools are there in Germany? How many high schools in Germany? Are they only in high schools or are they in middle schools too? 3,141. I mean, yeah, I guess if he sold them for $300, then he made $1 million revenue. Maybe $500,000 profit. That's pretty good. I guess they break. They probably break every once in a while. Got to buy another one. I'd actually be fascinated. If you know the guy who has the patent for this or whatever, the contract to sell these to the schools, let me know. I want to know if he's rich. My son, Dad, can we go to Hyde Park tomorrow? Me. Fine by me. My son, the next morning at 3:40 a.m. I urge you to fulfill your... Dad humor. I love it. This is literal facts. You're like, there's no way a 2-year-old can remember something, you know, after he goes to bed, you know. They're 2 years old. How could he? It's not possible. Sure enough, they do. They're actually not stupid, apparently. Architects who study for years, okay, they're hitting the train tracks. To then place the light switch on the stairwell directly under the neighbor's doorbell. This is kind of a uniquely German thing, I feel like, because we don't have doorbells like that. Like the doorbell would just be outside the room. In fact, I don't even really know what this... Why would there be a light switch? I'm confused, but... Yeah. Is the architect really the guy determining where the light switch goes? Maybe. Oh, here's Bernie. Eating a kebab. You know, okay. The kebab is really, really good. Okay. You can pay cashlessly. Wait. Cash? You mean like you just pay with your phone or your credit card? Okay. The kebab man prepares the payment terminal and clicks away the tip options himself. Why are there even tip options in Germany? I'm confused. But when this happens in America, hell yeah. You almost wish you could tip them at that point. Like, you know what, dude? Go back. Click back. I want to give you a tip now. All right, some kind of vacuum. What kind of part is this? Serial Sucker 3000. Clever. It broke the fourth wall of the cartoon, see? Literally. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the fourth wall, and it broke it. Oh, my mouse was over there. But you know what I did, you know. Yeah. That's funny. Chef. Then we'll see each other on Monday. Fresh as ever. Wait, why did I read that as chef? It literally says boss. Oh, because over here it says chef. Boss. You guys call your boss chef, huh? Interesting. So when you watch Gordon Ramsay, like Kitchen Nightmares, and they're like, yes, chef. Do you think, like, I know you know it's English, but are you like still a little bit like, oh, they're calling him the boss? Anyway. And they kind of are. Anyway. Boss, then we'll see each other on Monday fresh as ever. Me on Monday fresh as ever. Nah. Skeleton man. There is no perfect sign for bars. That's what we all want, huh? That's why we're there. To have our brain be knocked unconscious. So you can finally stop thinking about some bullshit for a couple hours. How chemistry teachers feel after teaching 14 proven wrong theories before the correct one comes along. That seems like a really bad teaching method. Like, what? You're telling me everything you just taught me for the last 6 hours was wrong? McKinsey consultants advising clients to use AI to save staff. 5,000 McKinsey consultants being fired because AI agents are now doing their jobs. Being a physician like, fuck friction. All my houses hate friction. I'm getting the impression that physician does not mean what it means. Like, this is a bad translation. Yeah, that word means physicist. It's a lot different than a physician, Google. For reference, this is what I'm looking at. Sony working on the PS6. Price of a PS5 Pro. Price of a effing PC. You know, now that you mention it, it's almost kind of makes sense that that would be their goal, you know? Like, price it just barely under what, like, a equivalent PC would cost. If cotton swabs are so bad, why do we have a second G spot in our ear that we can reach? I mean, okay, it feels decent putting a cotton swab in there, but I don't know if I would go that far. Actually, does it even? Yeah, I guess it feels pretty good. I haven't done it in a while. Companies after programming the worst piece of software in the history of the digital age. It is remarkable how bad software still is, for the most part. New development starter pack. Garden, less than 150 square meters. That actually is, you know, like reminiscent of here in America. Yards are getting smaller with the new developments. They're definitely getting smaller, for sure. It used to be here in America, you would buy a house in the suburbs and you would have half an acre, a full acre, a lot of land. And now you're getting less than a quarter acre on a lot of houses. Anyway. What the that doesn't even look like a house. It does look kind of cool, though. It looks very futuristic, but it looks very sterile. Like a futuristic doctor's office. That's pretty nice. Ah, the ladder to nowhere. What does this word mean? Anthracite roof. Probably still better than an American roof, so I'd take it. What? Oh, that's cool. Wait, your house comes with a robot lawnmower? These are very uncommon here in America. They're expensive. You know, I was looking at one the other day. They're expensive, man. They're like $2,000, $3,000. Your house might come with one? Now, what is this? I don't know what that is. Wall-mounted hose reel. What? I'm buying one of these. It automatically retracts into there. I need it. What else do we got? Some stone landscaping. All right. Some stones in a box. Okay. And a fan. POV, you win the discussion. I think this is, what is this? Is this Yu-Gi-Oh? They're assembling some kind of cards. Hurensohn. Oh. Whoops. Not helping the trainee. Not teaching the trainee anything. Just letting the trainee do the dirty work. Complaining that the trainee can't do anything. Radio presenters after every second sentence. This is extremely annoying to me if it's not like an organic, like a real laugh. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna laugh, you better be fucking actually laughing. Not the, you know, the American laugh. Well then, happy creating me on vacation. Happy creating. Well then, happy creating. Why do you have to use bad AI advertising if your product is as good as you say? Actually, I think that means the product is so good, they don't even need good ads, you know? They just generate a free ad. They're like, this is good enough. Our product sells itself, guys. We don't need to spend any money on a real ad. How I feel after a 1 week without alcohol, after drinking almost daily for almost 10 years. Okay, this isn't even like a meme. This is just like promoting being sober, which is good. I mean, that's good. Good for you, dude. Hell yeah. Me if the customer in front of me doesn't place a divider on the goods conveyor belt. Nobody uses that shit here in America. I do though. I would. Only because I don't want to pay for the guy behind me's shit, you know. But this is funny. This does feel like a very German thing. Now a polar bear. Later a brown bear. Drive at the maximum speed, but not 20 km/h slower. Yeah, okay. Stick to speed limits with a 10% buffer. I think that's good. I like that one. That's kind of my go-to right there. That's good. I like that. And then, always drive at least 15 km/h too fast unless there is a speed camera on the road, in which case drive 30 below the speed limit. I can't stand it when people slow down. I'm okay with people speeding. Sort of, not in a neighborhood, but I can't stand it when they slow down to below the speed limit when we pass a cop. Like, dude, you're literally allowed to go the speed limit. Smartwatch, very good. You've been training for 15 minutes. Rubber band maker after they invented spring onions. Oh. We call them green onions or scallions. And they come in like a bundle with a rubber band. I mean, I've never bought any, but I can imagine. Friend, wow, you've gotten thinner. What's your diet? Me. Poverty. Poverty and depression. What kind of guy spawns next to me when I just want to get some fresh air at the bus stop? What is on him? German person lost in the most deserted place on Earth, completely without civilization. A letter. Gez. Is this referencing that German girl that was lost in Australia? Wait, but what is Gez? Oh, you're getting the letter to pay your fee. The broadcasting fee. Imagine, maybe this did happen to that German lady in Australia. Hey, are you asleep yet? Says the brain. Yeah, shut up, I'm lying perfectly and absolutely comfortably right now. The buttons on your duvet are at the top. I mean, honestly, my brain will just be like, yeah, you're 100% comfortable the way you are, and then seconds later, you need to move. You need to entirely change your entire position. This is totally unbearably uncomfortable. That's how my night goes every night for like an hour before I fall asleep. When the vegan alternative in the restaurant tastes too much like meat. Wait, this is actually a genius scam. Just give them meat. Say it's vegan, give them meat, and charge double. They'll be like, this is the best vegan place on the planet. If you on April 10, 1582 go to bed and wake up on 1510, 1582, is this some kind of like calendar joke? Like, I don't know, guys. I don't know that type of shit well enough. I'm sorry. In Europe, you used to use the Julian calendar. And then came the Gregorian calendar. That's hilarious. Also, I just realized I did the most American thing ever. This is not April 10. This is October 4th. On that note, I'm done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great weekend. And I'll see you guys next week.